Okay, so if we go into this, oh, nice, you can see my beautiful face. All right, let's see if I can get to so I'm gonna stop the video here. I'm gonna put the annotations on. So here's Friday fractions for you. All right, so it says, and it's kind of hard to see because this thing's kind of in my way. Can't really, there we go. So it says estimate to label the given fractions on the number line. Be sure to label the fractions at 0, which is going to be, in this case, this is going to be 0/3, and then 1. So this is 0. That's going to be about 0/3. 1 is going to be 3/3 right here. So we're going to make not only the lines and the groups that represent that fraction, but we're going to have number bonds on the right to kind of represent that as a little visual. So let's see here. So this means, so we got 2/3, which means this is split into thirds, which means, so the denominator is 3. So that means there's 3 parts. So as we have said before, that means if there's 3 parts, there's 2 lines, and I'm going to try to make it as equal as I can. I'm not good at this yet. So 0/3, so that means that's 0 out of 3. So that means this one is going to be 1/3. Probably going to hear all my clicks. I'm sorry. It's going to be 2/3 because this, now think of it as 1 out of 3 parts. This is 2 out of 3 parts. And then 3/3 is 3 out of 3 parts, which is the same thing as a whole, which is 1. So this isn't a really bad arrow. That goes both ways, by the way. Okay, so this is, so for this one, we have to find, oh wait, not only that. So this is 2/3. So we got to pinpoint where 2/3 is. Just like that. We'll circle it just for fun. There's 2/3. So we've been doing fractions a lot, but we haven't been doing it on the number line. So this is where, I mean, we did a Kahoot on this and we kind of had some trouble with it. So here's just a little review on that. So now this part we have, okay, this is 3/4. So there's 3 out of 4 pieces, which means there's 4 total pieces. Our denominator is 4. So we're going to try to do the same thing. So this is 0/4. And we know that because down below we have a 0 to represent that. A 0 is the same thing as 0/4. So we're going to mean, so that means we're going to have 4 pieces, which means we have 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. So we have one part right here. We have another part, a third part, we have a fourth part. Okay, so that means 1 is the same thing as 4/4. Okay, so let's find where 3/4 is. Okay, and this is, well, 1/4. This is the first part. The second one, this is 2/4. And we also know that this is considered to be a half as well. These are the same thing. 1/2 and 2/4 are the same thing. And then the third one, we got 3/4. Okay, so that's 1 out of 4, 2 out of 4, and 3 out of 4. And then we have 4 out of 4, which is a whole. So where's 3/4? Okay, we got 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Bam, just like that. Not the best. Okay, and then let's make a number bond to represent that. So we got 1. Okay, that's going to be the top guy here. That's going to be 4/4. Okay, and then we're going to make our jellyfish. I'm going to call it a jellyfish. 1/4. Okay, because we just did 1/4 plus 3/4, which is the one we circled, just like how we did 2/3 plus 1/3 over here to get 1. We're going to do the same thing. 1/4 plus 3/4 equals 4/4, because you always keep that denominator. You kind of add that numerator, right? So it's a little tricky. We're getting it. We're getting it. Made our jellyfish. Okay, and then I'm going to clear this. Let's see if this works. So I clear all this stuff, clear all my drawings. Okay, I can exit this and then move down a little bit. Okay, let's see if I can do this one. And annotate like that. Okay, so this one we have 5/6. So that means, okay, how many pieces? How many total pieces? Well, we got 6 total parts. This one represents 5 out of 6 parts. So that means we need 6 parts. So that means This is 0/6. I hate saying sixths. It's the hardest thing. I can't do it. Sorry. And this is going to be 6/6. Okay. So that means there's 6 parts. So that means we need 5 lines. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, they are not perfect, but we're trying. So 1/6. That's 1 out of 6 parts. This is 2 out of 6 parts. 3 out of 6 parts. And again, it's the same thing as 1/2 because we're halfway there. 3 out of 6 is 1/2. Then we got 4/6. Can't say it, might stop saying it. And 5/6. There we go. Okay, so 5/6. We're looking for this guy. So we're gonna go 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6 right here. Put on the chart, circle that guy. Now we're gonna make a number bond. So we know again that 6/6 is the same thing as 1 right here. So let's make that. We got 1, circle that, okay? And then we're gonna do what we just added to get to 6/6. So that means we just did 5/6 plus what's remaining to get, well, 6/6. I'm gonna make it really small here, sorry. Because that represents 1 whole. Well, what plus what would equal 6/6? We already have 5/6 there. So that means the only thing remaining is this little part, which is 1/6. So 5 plus 1/6, that's how I want you to look at it. Circle that, circle that. Okay, and then the last one. This time we have 10, 3/10. That means we have 10 pieces, 10 parts. Okay, so we know the 0 right here is represented by doing 0/10. Okay, now that means this 1 over here represents 10 out of 10 parts because we're going from 0 to 10 all the way to 10 out of 10. So that's our fraction. Okay, underline it. Hearing all my clicks, I'm sorry. All the clicks. Now the first one, okay, now again, there's 10 parts. So that means we need 9 lines to make 10 parts. So let's see if I can do this. Probably not. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good enough. Some of these are slanted. That's okay. All right, so let's go with the first one. Okay, so this line right here, this represents 1/10, 1 out of 10. This one represents 2 out of 10. Now, let's just, so you don't hear all my clicks, right? So we can kind of predict where 3/10 is going to be. Obviously, it's the next one. So all we have to do, we can just forget about the rest of them. It's good to show your work, though. You should. I'm just doing it for the sake of clicking. I don't want to click too much. So here we go. This is 3/10. Going to circle that guy. Okay. And let's draw our number bond. So we did 3/10 plus the rest of these guys to get to 10/10, which is our whole. Let's make our whole. Okay, and I'm just going to put it next to it just to demonstrate what it is. 10/10. That is a terrible 10, but all right. Now we're going to do 3/10. That's what we just added. That's what we got to. And then we're going to add the remaining to get to 10/10. So what do you think? What plus 3/10 would equal 10/10? You guessed it, 7/10. So we're adding that, and we're adding that, and that is a star. That is a star of greatness, and we got it. All right, there's a little tutorial. Hopefully, those help with the packets. I'm gonna try to make more of these. I like this. I like the software that we got. So, thank you.